Hello, my name is Gabe, probably better known as Gabe that guy you know down on the TikTok, and today I'm going to be on Spicy Plays showing off one of my favorite commanders of all time. Please leave a like, comment down below, and all that wonderful stuff that you do for YouTube videos, because I don't know what YouTube is at this point, because I live on a troll app. So, at first, we're going to be eating a pepper after I get to this little nifty commanderino that I'm playing, and his name is Muzzio, Visionary Architect. So, Muzzio is a 3-mana 1/3 legendary creature human artificer, and you pay 4 mana and tap him to look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the highest converted mana cost among artifacts you control. Then you may reveal an artifact from among them and put it onto the battlefield, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Pretty nifty card, and you will soon learn why it's nifty after I commit a slight act of pain here. Alright, let's go! Down the hatch. Wow. Hey, Dios mío. Okay, that goes down so easily. Alright. Not so much with the input. Yeah, it's a very long time since I'm down to pepper straight up. Basically, what the deck wants to do is you want to cheat giant artifacts into play through Muzzio's activated ability. These artifacts are usually going to be pretty crazy big things, so let's get into those crazy big things. To start off, we have the core of the deck, which is these 4 awesome, amazing giant artifact spells. To start off, we got my favorite card in the deck, Nullstone Gargoyle. Very underrated. It's a 9-mana 4/5 with flying. Oh, that comes. Oh, wish you're coming. 9-mana 4/5 flying artifact. It says the first non-creature spell cast each turn will be countered. That doesn't matter for you, because you don't counter spells. So that's why I run it. It's usually pretty non-synergistic in most decks. It doesn't matter for me, because Muzzio's good. Then we have the really hard locks in the deck. Before that, we have the 6-mana spell God Pharaoh's statue. 6 mana, all spells cost 2 more to cast at opponent's control. It just kind of slows the game down a bit, but because it's 6 mana, it gives you more of a high CMC to hit off Muzzio, better than the lower Urza level stacked pieces. This is a stacked deck, a little more original. You'll see that in a sec. The hard locks. 8 mana. Oh my. ¿Qué estoy haciendo aquí? You got Possessed Portal. 8 mana. If a player would draw a card, they don't. You don't draw a card anymore. It kind of sucks. But it doesn't. They're just going to be casting stuff off the top. Not casting, putting it into play. At the beginning of each end step, each player will either sacrifice a permanent or discard a card. So it works down the field really quick. But on your turn, you're still going to be putting a lot of stuff into play. So that's going to be the benefit of that, because you're practically not going to lose anything from it over the long run. Then we have Omen Machine, which does practically the same thing, stops people from drawing cards for 6 mana. I have so much saliva buildup in my mouth. At the beginning of each draw step, you exile the top card. If it's a permanent, put it into play. If it's not, you cast it. That's pretty... It hoses a lot of combo decks. Nobody wants to cast a dramatic reversal from exile. That makes it pretty bad. Then we have the Hail Mary card of the deck. Oh, I'm sucking on my tears at this point. They're just dripping down. 4 mana Null Brute. You pay 2 and tap it to discard your hand. Counter target non-creature spell. Phenomenal card, doesn't see any play, much like a few cards in this stack. We got Mana Breach. 3 mana enchantment. Whenever a player plays a spell, they return a land they control back to their hand. It is brutal. Most people not be able to deal with it in the mid-game, so that's probably when you're going to play it. Then we have Mana Maze. This will always be a problem for everybody else except for you. People who run artifacts can get around it. It's a 2-mana spell that says players cannot cast a spell that shares a color with the spell last played this turn. So because you're just flipping stuff off the top, that doesn't matter. But also to reset the color, you can just play a colorless artifact, play another blue spell after that. Then we got the Back to Basics. Classic stacks piece, probably the most common card in this deck is a seed just slipped down my uvula. It's kind of stuck there. Ooh. Then we have Counterbalance, which is also just kind of here. That's more to look at the top card. It'll occasionally counter something. It's pretty crazy when it does, though. To kind of play into the top, we have Sensei's top, just because to reorganize with Muzzio, to get all the good stuff on the top and make sure they stay there. Also, the best tutor in Magic for this entire deck is long-term plans. 3 mana instant, search your library for a card, put it third from the top. That doesn't matter. For you, that's practically going onto the battlefield. That's your meat and potatoes right there. You're going to get any card you want, especially probably Possess Portal if you're a horrible person like me, directly into play at instant speed. You're going to do it on their upkeep. You're going to draw your card for turn, then they're not going to. Immediately ahead of everybody else. Then the usual blue counter package, just everything you could ever not want to see on the opposing side of the battlefield. Transmute Artifact, because Craigslist is a magical thing. Then here we also got some artifact lands. Shatterstorm's worst nightmare, but your best friend if you're hitting it off of Muzzio. So because you want to hit them off of Muzzio, usually you're just going to be stacking them back to the top. They usually don't come into play too often, but when you do hit them, it's useful. Happens sometimes. City of Traders, plenty of fast mana, Ancient Tomb. Sometimes you won't be able to catch really big stuff off of Muzzio, so I also have a lot of mana doublers like Extraplanar Lens, Gauntlet of Power, Cage Sun, and a lot of the finishers in the deck are combo pieces. Like, I have Power Artifact, I do run Urza in the deck because I am a blue player that's alive in 2022.
Fool this man!
So that's pretty much my only option at this point. Because I got the Grim Monolith, the Basalt Monolith, the not really a monolith that doesn't really combo with anything, but it's in there because it's fast mana. That's pretty much the entire deck. It's mean, it's a stacks deck, we play it for fun, but we play it because there are so many commanders that are so underrated and have just been shunned and cast out by all these new powerful ones that are so pushed. Thank you, Gavin Verhey. But aside from that, I just want people to play him. He's really cool. And I think I'm gonna just crack a sip now because we're at the end. Oh, my hand is shaking so much from that. Oh, a little bit on the floor. Como un beso del ángel. I didn't even say that right. But it's a kiss from an angel. Beautiful. So after you've done watching this, if you want to leave a like or a comment down below, this is Spicy Plays. Pretty awesome new show on YouTube if you ask me. It's basically Hot Ones for people who are too nerdy or unpopular to be on Hot Ones. But I'm also Gabe That Guy You Know. I'm on TikTok, not much else at the moment from all I know. Please go follow me. I would like it. I would love it. I want to meet you guys. If you like this, if you like seeing me suffer, you won't see me suffer on my channel probably. But if you want to see more people suffer, keep watching. Click another video. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all later. Oh, the amount of snot that was dripping in my mouth towards the end.